We're here with Heath Nielsen. Heath, tell us a little bit about how you guys came up with the concept of the the RG3 campaign. Was it over the summer?
It was over the summer. Coach had his first couple years, not wanted us to push heavily Rob or to single him out from his teammates. And this summer he allowed us to kind of blow him up, and we realized we needed to maximize his brand and his name and kind of capitalize on the publicity he could bring our program and our school.
Right.
And I didn't want to do anything extravagant. I think, these kind of promotions are cyclical, and right now it's kind of a less is more, let him earn it on the field. But because we're not a big name school, I felt like we needed to get his name out just a little bit.
Right.
And I can't remember the exact reason, but we kind of settled on maybe mailing out just a trading card in the summer. And it was just kind of a little tease, had its little hook, and it said, in the 2011 Heisman race, keep your eye on third.
Right.
And it never even really said his name, but on the back side, it showed the back of his jersey, Griffin III.
Right.
And it was just kind of a little tap on the shoulder. Hey, remember, there's a pretty good kid down in Waco. Just keep your eye on it.
That was a very effective way to start the season. I think it caught everybody's mind on, especially as he opened with TCU. As far as the RG3 nickname, was this something that he already had, or did you guys come up with that as well?
You know what? It really hasn't been an issue until this week, and now there's a little bit of dispute of where exactly that nickname came from.
Right.
The first time I saw it was on the Baylor message boards.
Okay.
And the instant I read it, I latched onto it and I pushed it, and we used it pretty much everywhere.
Right.
If not on first reference, at least on second reference. Right. I'm a big nickname guy, and I think that really helps people to latch on to you. Right. So he says that it was, I can't even remember his story. In high school, he went by, or sometimes his teammates call him RLG3, using his middle initial as well.
Okay. All right. Well, was there any kind of reluctance in doing the campaign? Were you guys pretty excited about doing it, or did you worry that it might kind of blow up in your face potentially?
You know what? We went through a stretch in the season where we lost not three or four maybe. And at that point, well, let me back up. When we sent out our trading card, we kind of knew that if we lost to TCU on a national stage, there wouldn't really be much left to push.
Right.
But I felt like, okay, fine. Then we put out the card and we just let it be what it was. We knew if we beat TCU on a national stage, that would launch us. And we immediately wanted to put the second card out. And the second card was an action shot from the TCU game, had a lot of quotes from. So we capitalized on the winning. When we went through our losing spell, we kind of looked around the room because at that point we had a Facebook page that used the word Heisman. We had a Twitter account that used the word Heisman, and we kind of second-guessed ourselves of, should we have maybe not put the H word in there? Should we have gone more like some of the other schools had? And right about that next week, the winning came back, and it all just kind of snowballed, and there was a lot of good fortune. Rob played well in all of our big games. All of the moments where the light was shining brightest, he played the best, and he stumbled in. I shouldn't say he stumbled. The team stumbled in some games.
Right.
They weren't our big TV games, and that how that.
Very
that
fortunate. The timing was great, right?
Yeah, I mean, you look at a guy like Brandon Whedon. He had a fantastic season.
Right.
One game he played, I don't know, subpar for him.
Right.
And the voters didn't forgive it. So.
Now,
fortune.
How was RG3 during this whole thing? When you first presented him with this, was he interested in it? Was he excited? Did he get the concept of what was going on?
He's a pretty even-keeled guy.
Yeah.
I was just explaining to somebody, in the green room after the Heisman, I was much more excited than he was. So you can never really tell from him. He just doesn't get really excited about anything, and he liked it, I guess.
Yeah.
But he's been getting attention for a long time, and he didn't really weigh in.
Right. Well, as a former assistant sports information director, I think a lot of people don't realize the work that goes into it, and so it's something that I appreciate doing the site, and something that one of the reasons I started it was getting involved with Heisman campaigns myself. What was some of the more fun moments of this campaign, besides the obvious thrill of tonight?
For me, I got to make football cards. As a kid who grew up collecting football and baseball cards, the fact that I got to start off with a blank double-sided card and just put whatever I wanted on it was awesome. It was really fun when, and let me give props to my staff, David Kay, Brad Sheffield, Chris Yandel, Ashley Gallo, Mike Mike Gallo, Ashley Farrell.
Right.
David Kay came up with an idea on Facebook that we later termed Join the Third, where we asked all of our fans to add the third to their official Facebook name temporarily,
Right.
just to kind of get the excitement going.
Right.
The day that we finally threw that out there and tried to capitalize on a big win, knowing we had about a 3-week stretch to go, and it kind of took off and got going, was really cool just to kind of track and to watch our Facebook numbers go
Right.
up, and watch the hashtag Join the Third on Twitter pick up steam. It was a lot of fun. Really
One of
was.
the other things that being a SID is that you can't really quantify sometimes a lot of the things you do. So this is one of the few instances where you can quantify an effort, a lot of time and effort put into something. And here, you don't know how much you can quantify the result, but you can quantify that, hey, this is something you contributed to. It came up, just how you hoped. Describe the feeling of just all the work, all the effort, and coming up to tonight.
It's great. It's great that we play a really small role in what Robert was able to accomplish on the field. And if our publicity in any way caused a voter to, pay a little more attention to him, or to look up his stats, or to watch one of our videos, and our video staff did a fantastic job. The RG3 moments online, the 30 with the Third weekly segment, we all just kind of dove in. And you're right, it was a little extra work for us, but we loved it, and it was a lot of fun. And to see it take off and to have it culminate tonight is, it's an SID's dream.
Right.
It really is.
Well, congratulations, you and your staff. You guys did a great job. One of the best Heisman campaigns I've seen in a while.
I appreciate you saying that. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Heath.